Exchange Film. Hello, welcome back. It's your boy Green, and I'm with my main man Vega. Vega, say what up, man.
It's your boy. We are back. Dynamic duo here again. Little conversation topics to go over with you guys.
Yeah, man, we gonna sit here and we just gonna gander a little bit on the subject, maybe some style. We're gonna review style, just things that we've been copping recently, how we put it together, and we're just gonna go from there, man. See how the conversation goes. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Comment below some of your style, and let's get into it. So yeah, man, Vega, what's some recent pickups?
Recent pickups. I'm pretty like frugal, I guess you can say, on the way that I go about like my style or what I cop. It has to be something. The way I shop is more so like longevity. So like it has to be something that I feel like can intertwine within other pieces of my style. I've mainly been getting like shoes, honestly, because my clothes, like I feel like I focus on for so long. Things I am looking to pick up though, because it is like winter. Really want a nice jacket. I've been trying to figure out, like, I really want a cool, nice Sherpa. Like Stussy put out some really nice Sherpa fleeces and stuff.
Specific color, kind of like the CPFM joint we got, or
Nah, I am thinking about that. It's such a good one, but I just don't feel, and that's one of the biggest things is always be honest with yourself when you are shopping for this stuff.
Nice.
Like, I feel like not enough people are honest with themselves when it comes to style, and it's like more so. I mean, I know it's cool, but like, do I really think it's cool? Like, does it fit me? And like, me and Green were talking about that, and he was like, "Bro, like, it is perfect for you, bro. Like, get it." I'm just like, I love the piece, and we'll put a picture right here of the Cactus Plant Flea Market rainbow fleece. It is an amazing piece, don't get me wrong, and I would love to have it, but it just does not have a lifelong shelf life. It's not a piece that I could see myself keeping forever. I would get like 2 wears out of it, and it's so loud that it's to the point that's like, yo, I just saw you wear that, bro. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of those standout pieces. Like you can definitely wear it a bunch, but it's like one of them joints where it's like you said, it stands out. And
yeah,
you know, you can only, at least for us or for me, I would say, I don't like to wear things a lot of times.
No, definitely. Me and you are super like that, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, like, I'll wear jeans and denim is completely, just pants in general different. But like tops, uppers, like, unless it is like reverse weave, like champion hoodie, like something that you can throw on and just like wear. Jackets and all that stuff, man, it's so easy to just be like, yo, like, I just don't want to wear this again. Like that, I got that, that's one piece that I did get. That Carhartt skeleton jacket. Right. Like the thing is so nice, but like I've worn
like that capital joint going down the side.
I've worn it like 2 or 3 times, and like even now I'm like, all right, I gotta like give it a rest.
I mean, that's how it be though. When you cop those pieces, like that's literally, for example, like I love white t-shirts, and you know that CPFM, the white joint I got with the yellow faces. I probably wore that joint already. I think I got it maybe like 3 weeks ago. I probably already wore it like twice. Yeah. And it's just because that's what I like. It goes so well, like with the flannels and you know, things like that. I think also, what else I got recently? I got the Ricks.
That Supreme Hysteric Glamour.
That joint, the denim. I've actually been copying.
You actually got like a couple pickups.
I gotta chill out. The Lanvins was in this past month.
You said the Ricks, the burnt orange Ricks.
The burnt orange Ricks.
Crazy. Those Issy pleats.
Yes. It's been a variety of stuff. A couple vintage tees. I got this joint from the homie.
But I feel like everything that you got though is stuff that you can really incorporate into your style.
For sure.
Like you wore the Ricks a couple times, like this weekend. You know what I mean? You wore them completely different every time.
Right. Definitely. I mean, I would say with my style, it's very broad. You know what I mean? I love fashion across the board. Anything from high end to low end to you bought it for $5, you make it look like it's $500. Like,
I love that.
You know what I mean? Like that's just kind of how I am. Because you know, coming up, I always loved stuff that I couldn't have. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people.
Yeah. No, definitely.
But I seem to always lean towards. I always wanted J's, couldn't have J's, and then it just kind of like as I got older, I seen my style kind of like evolve and kind of get more like this and kind of keep it. And how you were saying, like your lane is kind of like, you know, your lane, you kind of stay in that lane. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like mine just kind of went kind of broad.
And you're more accepting almost of like trying like, oh yeah, like I think I could make that work. Like, yeah, for sure. Like you're looking something, you're like, no. Whereas I will like look at them like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like that's not like you'll
That's
look
not-
at something.
you'd be like,
you'll
yo,
look
that's
at something.
not my-
You'll look
that's
at
not
something
my-
and be like, nah, that's not for you, bro. And then you will see some stuff and you're like, bro, this is you.
Right.
Like stuff to the normal eye to some people that wouldn't even be something. Like you will see like a nice heavyweight, worn in 70s flannel. You'll be like, bro, Vega will love this. Like
Right.
to somebody else, it's like
Facts.
a $5 piece. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like everybody has their own things, and I think that's one of the biggest things for me as far as style is comfortability, being comfortable, feeling how I feel in the garment. Like I can have a $5 t-shirt, man, and which I do have one that I wear all the time.
I have a couple.
That I
Trust me.
thrifted.
I have a couple.
But just the way like the neckline fits on me, on my arms, like the body, like everything is just perfect about it. And I couldn't like replicate that t-shirt if I wanted to. So it's things like that you can't really put a price on because of how it fits to your body. I think that is really what makes and what you incorporate into your style or your wardrobe that really makes your thing pop.
I definitely feel that. Like the sizing of something, like the balance in the outfit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how the
Proportions.
pants sit on the shoe.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Me and my homie talk about Rail.
Yeah.
He talks about it all that time. That makes the outfit. It's the way the pants or the shorts are sitting balanced with the shirt and the top half.
Depending on your body type too.
For
like,
sure.
Both of us literally have complete different body types. You know what I
Right.
mean? So like you could wear something and be like, yo, that looks really crazy. And then like I could wear something and be like, it doesn't really look the same. You know what I mean? It's just how your stuff sits on you, how you people don't realize that enough. I often help out.
Right.
Not help out because like, nobody needs help, but homies will, show me like a fit. And just takes a little fluff, like swag out your fit, like drop it a little bit. You know what I mean? Some people take it like will just put their clothes on.
A lot of it's in confidence too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Like some people literally just put their clothes like straight on and be like, all right, cool, like, I'm gonna go. It's like, yo, like loosen it up a little bit, like sag your pants a little bit, like fix the way it's sitting over your pants, like whatever. Make it your own. The style is subjective and supposed to be to yourself. No one's supposed to look like a clone. No one's supposed to look like the next person. Like ride your wave until it's like your wave completely. Like that's one of the biggest things. Like my style now is completely tailored to me. So it's like I cop and buy whatever I feel like is going to fit me nice and whatever I'm gonna feel the most confident in. So that will be like the biggest thing now that I feel like in clothing and fashion in general is quality is there. So you are really able to shop for that now. Like if you like a good heavyweight quality, you know where to go for that. You know where not to go for that.
Right.
If I want, like cool Japanese, urban style, okay, I'm getting Capital. You know, it's like where I'm going. You know what I mean? Like that's, and you can even get into that, bro. Like you were just in Philly.
Yeah, Philly. Yeah.
That store is insane. Just like
Bro,
the
it was ridiculous. And sidebar to throw that out here, this is not like we know it all when it comes to this.
No.
Like he said, like style, it's a very broad subject, and this isn't like us sitting up here like saying this is what you need to do.
These are the rules of how
no,
you should dress.
not
Like,
at
you guys
all.
could
Like,
be like, yo, y'all dress like poop.
right,
Like,
and that's the thing about this subject. It's so opinionated, it's so conversational. So just throwing that out there, like our opinions and all this stuff we're saying is opinions. So like take it how you want to, or take it with whatever you feel.
And
like,
it just so happens that both of us, like, our styles are very similar, so we're able to relate on a lot of this stuff.
I would say, we're a little bit more like passionate, I guess, about it. Like if you've seen our DMs, it's all like just streetwear, what bro put on, like, and it's all like
literally back and forth.
That's it,
bro. Literally, if you look at it, it's literally bro flame, bro crazy. Like literally, that's our DMs are like all occasional like funny
It's
video,
daily,
but it's
bro.
literally just like
It's
clothes
daily.
stuff.
It's daily.
But like you said, it's because we're passionate about things.
Right.
Like some people are passionate about cars and other stuff, and they can go into that. Like this is just something that we know so
So
much.
what is, I would say, like, not out of like, all right, say you get fly 6 days out of the week. What is kind of your go-to like first piece? Is it like, I'll just start with me. Like for example, I go in my closet and just throw out there. I mean, we did my closet video like a year ago, so you can kind of go back, tap in, and see. It was like when I did all the sneakers, but you can kind of see how I have it set up. So it's literally like a room, clothes all around the outside. And actually now I have a sneaker room. I kind of moved everything because it's getting ridiculous. But
overwhelming.
even if you check my gram, like I think for me it's like by a mood, for real. And the first piece I go to normally when I get dressed though is like pants or shorts. And then from there, that literally determines the rest of my outfit.
Yeah.
Like I can go towards a pair of like flare pants and the top, or it has to be like a high top shoe or a low top shoe that's gonna like just be floating correctly above the shoe. Like
I feel that for sure.
I feel like the way something stacks, like I was saying earlier, has to be money. So I always go to the, like, for example, today, like some vintage Nike shorts. I'm probably gonna put on a vintage tee. They're floaters and probably like some Nike stuff to kind of go along with it. So for me, it's always bottom, and then I go to the top. Unless I got something new, like if I got like a new hat or something, or a new T-shirt, and I have to, like, I feel like I really want to wear that day. Then I'm gonna go there and then piece it from there. But that's me. What about you?
I feel like one thing I've really been trying to focus on is creating a uniform almost on my days that I want to feel more like. So basically, yesterday, to give you an example, I've been turning a lot of my good vintage tees like inside out just because I like the way that they look and fit. So I'll have like a nice graphic and I'm like, this is cool, but I just want like the vintage tee, like this wash. So yesterday I threw on vintage tee, black like Dickies, and then I had on like some black and white like blazers. I just threw it on and I was like, yeah, this is like a cool uniform fit. So that is how I think of like technically my Monday through Thursday. And then like if you will, that's obviously not what I would wear every day, but something like that, just very chill, whether it be that same black vintage tee and like my 80s Levi's and like some Travs or something like that, just something very simple like that. Then when I go to the weekend, that's when I really feel like I'm like, okay, yeah, I kind of want to like, I feel more like dressing up. Like I feel more like
the weekend. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you kind of want to like,
yeah,
it's going to be a longer day.
Exactly. You know, like I'm thinking about the shop. I'm like, yo, like we just get more traffic that day. It's just like, yeah, like I'd much rather like dress for something like that where I feel more comfortable. But for me, definitely, like you said, like the pants is like one thing. You have a lot of shoes too, so that's also something that I'm surprised you go for pants first. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, that makes so much sense because you could be like, yo, I really, like you could be wearing these shorts today and be like, yo, I really want to wear a nylon pant tomorrow. Like I just want to wear like some nylon track pants tomorrow.
And bro, it changes by the day.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
And that's why sometimes like I get to the gym late or whatever. It's because like when I wake up, literally that day, I'll feel completely different from the outfit I might have picked. Because you know, I gotta pack for like I gotta wake up. I have to make or some type of breakfast to get my day going before I go to the gym, before we get to the shop. So it's like I could pick out some like, I don't know, some like stacked jeans with like something, and I won't like it the next morning. Like I'll wake up the next morning, I'll be like, dang, I just want to be more comfortable. Like today I woke up and I just felt like chilling.
You want to be breathable. You want to feel like airy. Like
I looked at the weather and it said it was supposed to be like 90, and then I was like, we got to do these 3 videos. I'm gonna be in Virginia Beach. I'm gonna be a little bit hotter. I have a little bit of sweat, so it's like.
But I noticed some days though it'll be like, yo, I came to stunt. Like I'm putting on like
no facts.
Fit.
We'll put some pieces on. Like
I'm coming. Like no. Like today I woke up. I was like, yeah, well, you know, we'll look at each other and be like, bro, is that how you're feeling today? Like, yeah, I woke up and that's how I'm feeling. Like that's just what it is.
It's most likely like a Friday and Saturday too. Yeah. I don't know why. It's like. Those weekends are something I guess to look forward to. Like you were saying, like
you just think about like even like when take it back to like grade school, you know what I mean? Like you're dressing throughout the week and you're like, yeah, I'm saving my stuff for like Friday. I want to wear my cool fit on like a Friday because we're about to go out on the weekend, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. But I just feel like between us, you know what I mean? It's one of those things that I feel both of us have our lanes that we stay into,
for sure,
but we also can branch out at times and recognize that, oh, I could be more open to that. Whether it be shades, that's something both of us have kind of been looking at like a lot. Yeah, I know you love sunglasses so much, bro. So it's definitely something that I've even been like looking more into. Like, yeah, that could really just turn the fit up like so much, like 1,000, like literally like so much. And even more so, like now that it's getting kind of into winter, I'm like, you know, everybody's like, yo, it's winter, I'm about to start dressing. It's like that really is like a thing, and I'm interested to see kind of like where that new wave is, because me, like my go-to.
Always watching that joint. Always, like we're always literally like, and that's another thing where like I feel like for me, like a lot of my, not to cut you off, but a lot of like my stuff, like I would say my style kind of be changing sometime, or like a lot. It's because like I feel like, same with you, like we're always like looking for the next season.
Yeah.
And wondering like what's in the next season, and then like you just kind of see somebody like randomly, it could be somebody like
always that
random just throws some crazy stuff, and it's like, oh my god, bro, killed it.
Like literally, I mean, and this isn't like, oh, I saw like, and sometimes that does happen, like, oh, a homie came in, wore something cool, it's like, oh, that kind of like inspired me, I kind of like want to bring those out too. Like,
all of it's an inspiration.
I mean, like, I'm talking like I'm telling you, and mark my words, I literally saw a painter in here wearing some like painted like cargos. They like literally just came off of work.
Yes.
I was like tripping out, like, yo, those look insane, like the way that they fit. And like the next day I'm like, oh, I want to wear some Dickies now. Like stuff like that often makes you like, yo, I want to bring that out now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like seeing something and then it's like, yo, like I kind of.
That's. I mean, I feel like that's the whole with anything you do. Like nobody is just like sitting in this blank room where everything is black or like and just like closing their eyes or whatever and just imagining like
their whole fit, just
this
like,
outfit just off the top of their head. Like a lot of stuff is driven from, like you said, an inspiration of like.
Of course. And a lot of people won't admit that either. Is like,
bro, no one like
you have to be inspired from somewhere.
Like,
that's
bro,
like the
these biggest designers or whatever, they're sitting in a room with a group of other designers, like
and taking inspiration from all these other things.
It's a combination of things that bring those
other
those
designers' work. Like, hey, look at this thing that blah 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 did at. Marc Jacobs was looking at stuff that Celine did, or Celine's looking at this, and blah blah blah. Like they all take inspiration from each other. So I think like. Once you become more comfortable in that, which is something both of us are, you know what I mean? Like once you're comfortable with knowing that and that there's inspiration from other stuff, your style just elevates to the next level. Like you just feel a lot more, oh yeah, like no, this isn't a biting thing. I'm not copying. It's like, oh no, I took inspiration. Like, yo, solid fit today, bro. Like, man, you made me like really, I haven't worn my Travis Lows in like a minute. Like I actually want to bring those out more, you know what I mean? Or like, yo, damn, Jordan, like you really brought those Black Hat 4s, bro. Like, I haven't seen those in so long, bro. Like, man, I want to wear some 4s tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, bro, you'll randomly find me like, if I'm going out of town for like a minute, or like if I'm going out of town for like 3 or 4 days, like when I went to DC. Yeah. Like I wanted to do something a little different. So literally, I went on Grill and I was just like scrolling through just like on Grilled Instagram, their Instagram. And I was just scrolling through, like, just seeing a bunch of fits, like, literally just, like, just capturing, like, different pieces. And I'm like, yo, like, I kind of, like the way he put those pants with that shirt.
The way it draped over. It's like, I didn't think to do that. It's almost like showing you, like, yeah, man, like, that's one of the biggest things is, like, being comfortable in your style and how you're wearing these garments and stuff. Like, you will often buy something and you will see something. So like, say those Issey Miyake pleats, you know what I mean? Like, people wear those so many different types of ways. Like, I love the way that you wear it. You wear it with the Ricks, but it's obviously one of those things that you're like, and I do that all the time if I'm getting something new. Like, how did I style this? You know what I mean? Like, how should I go about this? And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, he wore these with Ricks. Like, all right, I think I could do that. Like, that fits my body type. You know what I mean? Or something like that. It's all very subjective to yourself, though. You know what I mean? And like you said, getting inspiration and all that. That's one of the biggest things too, man, is like picking out that kind of like fit for a weekend type of vibe. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm going out to DC for like 4 days. It's like, how do I do this? Me and my girl were talking about, I went to LA for the first time and like, dude, I packed the last second. Like, this doesn't even sound like something I would do.
No, bros, every single time.
Keep in mind, Los Angeles, like I went for the first time, and when I tell you, worst fits I've ever put together in my whole life. In my entire life. Like, I've never put that bad of fits together ever in my life. And it was because I just rushed. I didn't know what to think. I was thinking this, then. Bro. It takes time to be able to be comfortable and know, like, okay, so now I'm like, man, going back, I'm like, bro, you could have brought like 3 vintage tees, 2 white tees, a flannel, a jacket, 2 pairs of pants, and 2 shoes, and been cool. Like, you have to dress with like what you feel comfortable with, and like.
Bro, I literally put the fit together that day.
Yeah.
And literally sometimes my girl will be like, "Gosh, your bags look kind of heavy." I'm like, "Bro, I need options. I have like 10 outfits in here. I might only be going there for 4 days."
Much rather overpack.
But that's literally how I am in my mind. Like, bro, if I wake up that day and like, okay, yes, the outfit looks good, but I might not literally want to wear that.
That is so important.
So that's so why important. I don't wear it.
I know it looks cool, but it's like, I don't feel cool in this. Like, this just isn't what I want. You could go, that's one of the big things, being in a different area too. Like, we dress in an area now where people have a lot of different styles, but you can go to somewhere like New York, DC, LA, and you're like, whoa, like they're stepping. Like, yo, I gotta trying to move a little bit different. Like, I kind of dress down. Like, I kind of gotta gotta amp that up a little bit. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah, so I definitely think that that is also a big thing that plays on to, bringing that organicness of your style to another area. That's what's so hard sometimes, because you're like, yeah, I don't care, I dress for me, blah, blah. But yeah, you also don't want to look completely out of place, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I'll give you an example. I thrifted this crazy full zip tiger camo suit, like a workman suit, tiger camo, insane. This is in probably 2017. I wore it out to New York, and the looks people
my boy thought he was stepping.
Yo, I'm telling you, I walk out me and my girl staying in an Airbnb. I don't know if we'll be able to pop the picture right here, but if I can find it, I promise it'll be there so you guys can have a laugh because it is insane. But I wore this tiger camo suit with like my acronym Air Force Ones. I took a picture and was telling myself to not walk out there. And I remember I go to the Boddegga. I literally go around the corner of the Boddegga, and the guy's like, "Yeah, man, that's what you chose today." And I was like, we're going back to the house, man. We gotta go back to the apartment.
Reset.
You know, it's just one of those things that, you know, getting your style and being comfortable with it is so important. And sometimes you can push yourself into an area where you're not really that comfortable with, but experiment with it, man. Like, it is so subjective to yourself. Like, even whatever we're telling, we could tell you not to wear this, don't wear that, that looks corny, whatever, but you can tell me, no, I like that. And that's one of the biggest and best things about fashion and being in this industry or being in these, around this stuff or looking at all this stuff. Like, there can be so many things. Like, we are a retail space, you know what I mean? Do I like every single shoe that walks in here? No, you know what I mean? But the next person will love that shoe. That's not for us to decide. And the same thing like clothes is for you to decide. So definitely keep that in mind, especially with, you know, what you're picking out and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you said everything, bro. I think, you know, dress was comfortable.
Yeah.
And comfortable doesn't mean like it has to be actually physical, like sweatpants comfortability. No. Like comfortability is like what you feel good in your skin. Like you put it on and the way it looks on you, if that feels comfortable for you, run with it. You know what I mean? Like, and don't worry about, you know, what somebody else is doing or what they have on. Yeah. Like, you don't have to, like, if somebody's wearing like this super expensive stuff, you don't always have to try to outdo it or try to, you know, step it up to try to be there with them. And just, like, inspiration. Take some inspiration from people and run with it, man. Like,
make it, like, one person I will tell you, I genuinely love his confidence. Like, Kendall, man. Like, Kendall,
facts.
His style is his own.
He puts it on.
His style is his own.
Right.
Like, no one's telling him. Like, not, like, it's him. Like, he's wearing, he's created his own lane. And, like, something like that, being in clothes and being in this area or just being around all this stuff, you can appreciate that. Right. You look at it not as so much like, yo, you're wild, like that's different. It's like, yo, that's cool, bro. Like, that's what's cool to me when it comes to clothes or clothing, is having that confidence level of like, yeah, this is my own thing.
It makes you feel comfortable, man.
Yeah, and it pushes you, and I know it pushes you to like want to be like, yo, like, I am gonna break that out, bro. Like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. Like, I'll do that. Like, having that around you is so like nice to see and refreshing almost. You know what I mean? 'Cause you don't see it too often.
Yeah, I mean, and it's definitely dope to have those type of people around you that kind of continue. And I mean, that goes with anything in life, you know, keeping people around you that you can have these conversations with and try to see you even strive better in those lanes, you know what I mean? Or, yo, what you think about this? Like, what's your real opinion on it? And they're not going to like fake it to you. No, like, they're actually going to tell you like what it is.
We were literally saying, like, keep people around you that are going to be honest, especially when you are dressing. Like, you are going outside wearing this out for the public to see. And obviously we're saying don't care what the next person say, but also have some common sense in what you're putting together. And like I said, like, one of the best things that I love about Jordan and having him as a friend and close person to me is like, Jordan's going to tell me when I'm snapping and Jordan's going to tell me when I'm not. You know what I mean? It's not really like an in-between. He's not going to sugarcoat and be like, I mean, cool. Like, I see what you're doing. Like, Jordan's like, bro, that's not it. Like, take it off. That's bad, bro. Like, that's bad. Take that off.
And that's like I was saying the sidebar earlier. That's just my personal opinion. If you feel like you're snapping, wear that joint. Just make sure you're wearing it with confidence, man. Like,
the biggest thing, bro.
Like you said, my boy Kendall, tap in with his joint. Slave of the Wave on IG.
Tap in.
He be snapping off, bro, and that's his lane. A lot of people can't do that. You know what I mean? But he's doing it with confidence. He's delivering.
My boy will really snap on you. Wear a red leather pant with some Rick Owens boots and a sleeveless shirt and look crazy. Bro will look like Blade.
Nobody can do that.
Like, for real.
It's not a lot of people who do that. Well, look, man. How long is alarms going off?
I tell you what,
he's freaking fumbling today, man.
We say we love the guy, all right, on camera. But I will tell you, I got some words for him off camera that aren't available for the public to see.
Yeah,
this guy is insane.
And we're over 20 minutes in, and like the first video of us doing this, having these conversations, we can talk about this stuff all day. Just comment below, man. Give us, hey, there's the light.
Oh, look at that.
Comment below, man. Give us some comments.
Let us know what you guys like. Give us some topics that you guys would like us to talk about. We love, like, me and Jordan, this isn't a faked conversation. Like, this is really my bro. We literally talk about this stuff off camera all the time. So don't be, if there's something you guys would like us to talk about, anything like that.
Yeah, like, questions. You can always DM me, DM him. Like, we're here.
We're here for you guys.
For sure. But I think we gonna slide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Long said we're too long. So did you get that?
Huh?
I beg my pardon, right? No?
I
Anyways, we're out of
pardon.
here. Love you guys. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, man.
See you guys.